Hi, and welcome to another one of my tips and tricks videos. For this video, I just want to talk about embellished prints. A lot of times you'll see artists with print series, and there's lots of different types of prints when it comes to print series. You can have open editions, hand embellished limited editions, hand pulled seriographs. There's lots of different types of things that you can do. What I like to do is hand embellish prints and to create a limited edition. So I have this painting here that I've started hand embellishing, and it's one of my more popular paintings, and I'm just going to hold it up here. As you can see, I got a high quality print completed. I have a printer myself, but I actually had another company print this one because it's a large canvas and my printer doesn't quite go this big. And this is a full-size print, so it's the same size as the original. Basically, a hand-embellished print just means you take a print that is printed with archival inks, and once you receive it, it's on canvas. You just take paint and you go over certain areas of the painting and of the print with your actual paint, and you hand embellish it. You just basically touch up highlights and add in other things if you'd like, and what that does is it basically makes an original print. Each hand embellished print is original because pretty much you can't do the exact same thing to two prints. You can try and you can come close, and you might be able to come really close, but that kind of takes away from it. What you want to do is you want to highlight certain areas, go in, you want to be free when you do it. You don't want to be too worried about getting everything exactly right, but you want to use similar colors, you want to use the same colors, hand embellish it, go over, highlight certain areas, and you can even change things if you want to make it look a little bit different. I usually don't. I just go over and highlight certain areas in the print or the painting, and basically that just creates an original print. And what that does is a couple things. Like I said, it creates an original print and it creates more value. There's more collector value in a hand embellished print because they're all unique. Also, if it's a limited edition, I only do 25 of two different sizes, so there's only 50 prints total of each image, and what that does is it also makes it retain its value. So I'm just going to go over a little bit here on how I hand embellish the print, and I'm just going to cut and zoom in to my print and show you how I apply the paint to the canvas. Okay, so a hand embellished print basically just means that we're taking some paint and applying it to our print. As you can see, I already have my print here, and what you should do when you're embellishing a print is you want to kind of just highlight certain areas. So for example, you might want to go in and we'll touch in some highlights on the clouds. The important thing is you want to try to match up your colors. So my clouds have a little bit of blue in them. So I'm just going to come in here and basically I'm just going over what's already on here and adding in some paint. Since my print is on canvas, it's very easy to paint on. You just want to try to get your colors accurate. So switch to a smaller brush here, and I'm just going to highlight the sheep a little bit, just here and there, nothing too crazy. It's kind of nice to create a little bit of texture as well. Now I'm going to go into my burnt sienna and I want to highlight some of my rocks here a little bit. So I'm just going in with a little bit of paint, adding in some color, and making each print unique. Sometimes if there's things that you don't particularly like about your painting, you can go in and fix and change for your print series. And doing hand embellishment kind of just makes your prints a little more valuable because they're all personalized by the artist. So the first thing, like I said before, is you want to get a good high quality image in print, and then you can go in and hand embellish your prints. And that should be pretty good for a hand embellishment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move on now, and I'm going to try and just embellish at least one thing of each element. So I'm going to do the donkey and the elephant. I'm going to put in a few highlights there, do the mountain a little bit, and continue on with the cliff. And then when you're done, you want to make sure you hand sign your print and number it. And that's how you create a hand embellished print. A lot of times people will create texture with their hand embellishments just so it's very noticeable. If you're going to do that, I'd recommend using oil paint, just because as it dries it will create a more visible texture. So once you're finished hand embellishing your print, you want to make sure you let it dry. I like to apply a varnish. I use Kamar varnish when I varnish my prints and paintings. It's canvas, so it will accept the varnish just as well as your regular painting. Once you've varnished and let that dry, you can stretch the canvas or you can mount and frame it, whatever you prefer. I have it set up so I can stretch the canvas and the painting will go around the sides, so it's easy to hang without a frame or with a frame. So that pretty much covers how I do hand embellished prints. If you have any questions, you can visit my website at www.timgagnon.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.